friends, I am Sneha Savla. I am an audiologist and speech language pathologist. Welcome to Sparkling Activities. On this YouTube channel, we share different creative and innovative activities using simple and easily available household objects, and we post a video every Wednesday. So as you all can see, for today's video, we have not really selected any objects. We are going to show you all some interesting activities using our body parts, especially our hands. So this is a continuation of the previous video where we are going to show you all some more activities. So let's get started. So for our activity number 1, we are going to target the opposite concept of in and out. So basically, as you all can see, what I am doing is I am placing my hands, my elbows on the table with the support of the table, and my fingers are apart, they are spread apart. So this is basically the movement that we are going to target. So over here, when I spread apart my fingers, this is out, so my fingers are out, and when I put my fingers in, they are in like this without any gap between the two fingers. So it's in, out, in, out, in, out. Now this activity seems to be a very simple activity, but it has a lot of benefits. Especially when we grow after a particular age, our bones and our joints, they become a little weaker, and our fine motor skills get affected because of the weakness in our joints and muscles. So when you do this kind of stretching of your fingers, it really helps you and strengthens your joints and muscles. So a very simple activity that can be done by all children as well as adults. So you have to do it in a little faster motion as well. So this was our activity number 1. Now let's move on to activity number 2. Activity number 2 is an alternating sequential activity. So what I am doing is, again, as you all can see, I have placed my hands with my elbows touching the table. So what I am going to do is I have spread my fingers apart over here, but in this case both my palms are going to face each other. So what I am going to do is I am going to get my both palms together, overlap the fingers of the two hands and put this position. So this is step number 1, where initially the fingers are pointing outwards and I am putting all my fingers together and overlapping them. So now for step number 2, what I am going to do is I am going to remove my fingers and now point towards me. So the fingers are going to point towards me, and then what I will do is again overlap or clash the fingers. So this is basically a very simple movement where what we are doing is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So when you do this activity in a group, you will generally observe that your children become more observant and they try to socialize with others, and beyond that what also happens is you get good awareness of your body orientation, of your body schema. So in addition to your observation skills getting much better, you are also strengthening your gross motor and fine motor skills. So this was our activity number 2. Now let's move on to activity number 3. Now for activity number 3, what I am going to do is I am going to use this fist movement with my thumbs upwards or downwards. So right now, as you all can see, both my thumbs are facing upwards. And what I will do is first I will place my right elbow on the table and my hand is going to be like this. My left hand is going to be twisted and my fist is going to hold the thumb of my right hand. Now the same thing, I will place my left hand, left elbow on the table, and with my right fist I am going to cover this particular thumb. So again, this is an alternating sequential activity, but what I have to remember is I have to move my hands, change the position of the thumb and get it up and down. So this is a very simple activity. It looks a little difficult, but when you all do it in a fast motion like this, it stretches your upper body and gets you relaxed. It drains your child's energy. So as I said in the previous video, that all these activities are very useful when you're going out for a picnic where you do not need a lot of objects. Also during this lockdown period, these activities are very fun. And apart from this, it also helps you understand your body in a much better manner. So this was our activity number 3. Now let's move on to activity number 4. In activity number 4, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my left hand stable in this manner. So there's going to be no movement of this hand, so it's going to be stationary. and my right hand is going to basically tap over the left palm. So the tapping is going to be in this manner, where the front part taps and the back part taps. So it's going to be front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. So as you all can see, a lot of opposite concepts also get targeted when we are using our different hands, or when we are basically showing your activities using our hands. So it's not necessary that we have to only have objects to make our child learn the opposite concepts, but a lot of opposite concepts can be just targeted with our different body parts. So as you all now saw, I have placed my right hand in a stationary manner and I am doing the movement with my left hand. Now a complex variation of this activity is where I am folding my elbow over here and I am placing this left hand in this manner. So what I am going to do is tap with my right hand, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. Now the difference between this activity and this positioning of the activity is that when I do it in this manner, I get a visual feedback. My right arm or my right palm has the understanding which part of the palm is tapping on my left palm. Whereas when I am doing it over here in this manner, we do not have that visual feedback. So it becomes a complex version of the same activity. So if your children find this difficult, you can make them do it this manner. So these were our 4 different activities for today. I hope you all liked the activities. Please go and check out our previous video as well. They have a lot of fun and interesting activities using simple and easily available household objects. So please do like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel Sparkling Activities. I will see you all next Wednesday with more such amazing activities. Happy playing!